Hey guys, Dr. Shook here, and it's another sauna session. In this sauna session, I want to talk to you about a concept called molecular mimicry and its importance to understanding autoimmunity. And in particular, we usually talk about Hashimoto's here, and that's because it's the most common autoimmune condition in the United States. It's very common in women, and it's also something that is very, we get very poor outcomes from a clinical perspective in the traditional medical model with just supplementing thyroid hormone replacement. Many people still have thyroid symptoms, and they can even feel worse when taking thyroid hormone therapy, which is the standard approach, right? Your primary care physician or your endocrinologist will prescribe a hormone replacement to help support thyroid hormone levels, but the autoimmune process is not being addressed. And your doctors mean well, but within the model that they have in their approach, that's what they do. So what has happened is that now we have a huge number of people on an epidemic scale that still continue to have symptoms, that still continue to feel terrible, but their labs are normal. So one of the things that I want to teach you guys is to understand the autoimmune process, which is the thing that's being neglected. And this is really, really important because there are typically three different categories of things that drive this autoimmune process. Number one is going to be food proteins, okay? Food proteins that can drive and exacerbate the immune system and promote the attack against the thyroid. And so in particular with food proteins, we want to talk about this concept of molecular mimicry. So where a food protein looks similar to your TPO, which is an enzyme in the thyroid, that's the most common point of attack for Hashimoto's, and there's similarities in how if you expose yourself to, for example, let's say the food protein is gluten, which we hear a lot about, which we know there's a relationship with Hashimoto's. If you get exposed to that food protein, that gluten protein, it could trigger an immune response because the food protein, the gluten, structure of gluten on a molecular level, the sequence of amino acids which make up a protein, it's kind of like a chain, right? A linked chain, and each link is amino acid. That amino acid sequence looks a lot like the amino acid sequence of TPO, the thyroid peroxidase in your thyroid. So what I really want to share with you guys is that you've got to understand these things that drive and perpetuate the autoimmunity. If you don't address the potential food triggers, then it's going to be impossible to really control, to try to dampen and put the autoimmunity into remission, at least through the model and the education that I have. And I've seen lots of different people from different backgrounds, but people have different experiences. So under my model, which is based on, as much as possible, we want to use very good literature and research and science. That's how we understand it. You have to remove the immune system triggers, the things that flare the immune system, to put it into remission or dampen it. The ultimate goal is remission, but if we will take it if we can just dampen the process and get you 50% better, or improve your quality of life, improve your thyroid hormone function, decrease the autoimmune attack against your body, and really try to improve just overall quality of life. We will take it. But the food proteins and understanding this concept of foods can trigger an immune response is really, really important. And so I just wanted to share this concept of molecular mimicry, where the proteins of a food that you eat may look like a tissue in your body and trigger an immune response and an immune system attack against your own tissues. So Dr. Shook here, I hope you guys have learned a lot from this. I really appreciate you coming here to learn more about your health. If there's anything that we can do for you, let us know. If you have any questions, post them and we will do our very best to get back to you. We're inundated with just a tremendous number of questions and requests, and it's just become very difficult for us to respond because some of your questions are you're pouring your heart out, and we would love to be able to answer them, but just please know that it is impossible for us to get back to everyone at this point. So we will do our very best to help you, and I appreciate you. So just post questions and ask if you can, and we will do our best to get back to you. So I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hey guys, Dr. Shook, thank you for viewing our videos. I hope they help you out. If you want to, just subscribe to our channel somewhere here. You can watch a video that YouTube's actually selected for you, so hopefully it'll help you out. If you need any other information or resources, just look in the description. We've got links to our website, to our 9 lab test guidebook, and everything else that we do. I really appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a great